today you're going to join me on the full MTP webbing. Okay, I've been building it up a bit at a time. I'm going to swap it from one belt to the other, so you're going to see the build right from the beginning. And today I've been looking forward to doing this one. I've got everything MTP as webbing, and I've been building up the webbing last couple of years. Just getting bits, bobs here and there, pouches, yoke, the belt, and it is solely for the use of camping. So it's for wild camping. So I'm using surplus kit just for weekend recreational hiking to build a PLCE, with the emphasis being on the P in PLCE, personal. So it's all the stuff in it that personally for me I need for a surplus weekend camp kit. Simple. How hard can it be? It's all contained within my Bergen for easy transport, but I'm going to put it all together while we're here. I've had a DPM webbing and I'm using that predominantly for a bug out kit, but something just for myself, weekend camping, I wanted to build up the MTP range just because I had a few leftover pouches. And this is what I started off with here, which is the yoke section PLCE webbing, and it fit like that, but it's in DPM, so that needed changing out. And into the pack is, oh, I have to dig this out now. It's the platform belt with the pouches that I've been putting together, like I said, for the past couple of years. If I find a pouch such as this on the Carboot or something, I'll just grab it. I'll worry about how I'm going to connect it afterwards. The water bottle pouches I've got online. A mate of mine, he's got dozens of ammo pouches. I think these are the triples, SA80s, side by side stack. The H2O for Nalgene there, we had a day out with that, and another ammo, and it's all been put on a padded back belt here. But all I had to work with when I was starting off was the DPM. It's not a match. Well, I always had the platform belt. I used it for my bad back, just to support it when I was working, and it's on a roll pin like that, and roll pins work great, but just for this particular PLCE I wanted the click buttle. So the first thing I changed out was the yoke itself. The ends where you connect the actual yoke itself to the platform belt are on spring clips like that, and they just clip in to the actual platform belt itself on D-loops, but mine hasn't got the D-loops. Mine has the attachments thusly for webbing straps like that, and I can thread them through, and it worked well. I just wanted it all matching up. So this is the Bulldog. On the rear it has a wide panel with more webbing loops here for molly attachments, so a good first starting point. And as you notice here, I've already pre-attached a couple of grenade pouches purchased separately, and these are mollied onto the lower chest part here. Okay, I thought it was a real shame that I've got as much as I have and it won't connect properly to the platform belt, so I got the platform belt to go with it. Here's the new battle belt, and it has the D attachment points. So on the front, QR buttle, quick release, and 4 attachment D-rings. 2 on the front, 2 on the rear, and all the molly attachments I need. Set of 3 rows. It's a very simple case of finding the front D-ring and snapping in the yoke like that. That was simple. Find the other front section and clip that in to the ring like that. And there's 4 in total to do, making it a 4-point attachment. The Bulldog yoke and this section here, the platform belt, if I was to purchase it as a duo unit like this, minus obviously the pouches I already have put on, 61 quid. Purchased them separately, came to about 40 just for this skeleton order. Click in, sternum strap, click that in, tighten it up. Now at the moment I have my Medi at the back, utility pouches either side of that. On the front, the single ammo, and in between on the right side of my hip I have the Nalgene H2O. And I think I'm going to keep it like that for now. And the great thing is, when you're building up like this, you can alter it however you want. And you'd have 2 ammo pouches on the left. I'm not using ammo. I've got other camping related things for my PLCE. And again, emphasis on the P. It's personal to me. And the great thing is you can put whatever you want in these pouches. I'm using the molly weave. So 1 through the belt, 1 through the pouch, and then 1 through the belt, and alternate it. And finally, just click it into place. Now I just noticed some of the attachment points aren't lining up. I have a 3 molly here, but it's taken 4. They're not lining up perfectly with this pouch. But that's the first section on. I just need to work out where I'm going to put everything now. So I'm going to transfer now the water bottle pouch. So this is the Osprey Mark IV. Now this aftermarket belt, the webbings just seem too close together. These need to be further spaced. A little design flaw, I think, and especially when I'm trying to thread like this, the actual little pop stud is getting trapped inside here because of the stitching on the inside isn't all the way through. So it's an aftermarket belt. So although on the very back I do have 3 rows of attachment molly, on the sides I only have 2 rows. So your pouch hangs lower than the belt. I've got the original platform belt which has 3 rows all the way round, and the pouches actually sit on. But I'm going to persevere with it and just see what I think of it. It might work, I don't know. And as you can see, the pouch here for the water doesn't hang lower than the belt, but on the Kombat one, the Kombat UK, it does. I'm not sure if it's going to make a hell of a difference, only time will tell. Okay, I'm going to take the contents out of this and put that one on. Now the contents of everything we're going to have a look at later. So the Nalgene H2O pouch, I'm going to leave 2 spacings at the front where I might put an ammo pouch later, but for now I'm just going to thread it through here. I'm not too keen on it only having 2 rows of molly there, but like I said, it's just something I'm going to persevere with and find out how it works, and I can always adapt or alter it later on. This is going to hang very low off the belt. It's not going to be up to scratch with the issue belt, which I really like. But this is all I could find in my budget range. Like I said, it's about 20 quid for the belt and about the same again for the yoke. But if I was to purchase it as a skeleton order, it'd be 60 quid. So just buying them two elements separately has just saved me 20 quid. I missed out the top two webbing on the pouch and threaded the straps through there, then started weaving, and it has lifted the pouch up a bit. Okay, I'm at a point where I've only got the ammo pouches left to put on, so I can just put this on now and just see before I carry on if I have it the way I like it. So the H2O pouch, this is the one that was hanging lower than the belt. It doesn't seem to bother me at the moment. This is the pouch that is hanging lower. I may even raise that. Doesn't even look right. I'm from the back. Medi. So that only really remains to mess about with it, tweak it, raise the pouches, lower the pouches. Maybe I want to leave a space and move them further back or further forward. I don't need two ammo pouches on the left here to draw ammo to load a rifle with, because I'm not carrying a rifle. These pouches are really nice here. I know I've got access to what I need on a field hike. I'm just going to put on the last two ammo pouches when we get up there. So why bother using the webbing at all? Well, it takes a lot of weight out of that Bergen. Last two ammo pouches going on now. Now, I got the grenade pouches for about 6 quid each, grade 1. The double deck mag pouch, I think about 6 quid again, something like that. The ammo pouches I get for about 2 or 3 quid, and they're the SA80s. And the Medi pouch I was just lucky to find off a mate of mine who sells surplus. So it hasn't been purchased all at once. It's taken maybe a couple of years just finding bits and bobs to put together. I'm not in a rush to actually put it all on and build it up. So it is something you can do gradually. It may take, like me, a few months to build one up, but I think the end result is going to be worth it. So it's all finished off now. Now it does have the 3 attachment rows there on the back, but only 2 rows there. You notice I've put the 2 ammo pouches left, water utility, and I have actually housed it lower than the belt. Full Medi, that's all packed up. The other aspects of the belt itself. This is Kombat UK, the pouch. Osprey Mark 4A. This is Issue. Again, Osprey, Issue. And the belt itself, of course, isn't Issue, it's aftermarket. Bulldog yoke. Much prefer this. But what I have done in the past is put these clips here straight through one of the mollies, and that works well. Now everything is MTP now, which includes both my Bergens, 50 litre Cadet Bergen in MTP, 38 litre Patrol in MTP, and I've had to just send back the water bladder. Everything is in MTP, apart from me. So let's change that. Just as well, because it started to rain. I don't think so. Better. MTP Bergen cover. You thought I forgot, didn't you? So I can even ride a Bergen with the webbing even when there's a bedroll. And that's not easy to do with all kit, but because of this system I can. There's plenty more MTP coming up in the next few weeks, and above all anything, I'm going to show you what is inside all this webbing. I'm going to take full advantage of a kit similar to this to come right here, and we'll rat right on the ground, bivvy style. Okay, that's been MTP webbing and all the pouches. Join me soon so you know what's inside each of the packs and all of the webbing. Until then, take care of yourself and I'll see you out there.